Coach, dominant defensive effort from your team, especially in the first half, holding Georgetown to just 12 first-half points, 4 points in the second quarter. How big of an emphasis was defensive intensity for your team to kind of set the tone of the postseason?
I think that's a prerequisite to having a good tournament, right? You come out and you set a tone defensively, and that carries over to the offensive end, and it allows you to do two things, right? You keep them from getting a bucket, and it gives you more opportunities to get a bucket down the other end. And like anything else, somebody scores 4 points in a quarter, it's not all great defense, right? It's the other team just missed a lot of shots. But you like to think that we had a lot to do with them missing a lot of shots, and we didn't give them many second shots. So I'm pretty proud of our effort and our intelligent way of that we stuck to the game plan and didn't just, oh, I forgot, my bad. They come over to the bench after screwing up a ball screen coverage, my bad. No, it's mine.
Speaking of the game plan, Azzi Fudd says it was always the plan for her to return during the postseason. She comes in, she gives you 10 points in 17 minutes. How does it feel to have her back, and how big of an impact does she make on this team?
Well, it's funny. She said this was always part of the plan. The funny part was, I don't think she ever told us, hey, listen, don't worry, I'll be back for the first round of the Big East tournament. It was always, yeah, I'll be back, when? Well, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So it wasn't until she said, I'm definitely playing, that everyone felt really, really comfortable. And having Azzi in the game, somebody just said this recently, not only does she help us because there's another body that we can put out there, it just feels right when she's on the floor. It's like everybody on the team just takes, a big deep breath going, now every shot I take is in life and death because we got somebody in there that, she's going to bail us out whenever, we need it. So I don't think anybody – it's like last year I said, look, nobody in the country is adding anybody to their team as good as Paige Bueckers. And now I think this year the same thing. Nobody in America is saying, hey, we played almost a whole year without Azzi. Now we're adding Azzi. Well, however good we were before today, we're a lot better now.
So you get Azzi back, but Caroline goes down with a head injury in this game. I mean, she missed 13 games in the year, recovering from head injuries. It's so unfortunate for her. Do you have an update on her status and her status for the rest of, the Big East tournament?
Yeah, nothing yet. I think we'll know how she feels tonight. With Caroline, it's always been, how do you feel? Once we cleared the protocol issues of the concussion, then it was you have to feel comfortable playing. And, anytime it happens like that, we have to wait and evaluate her tonight and see how she feels tonight, see how she feels tomorrow morning. But her first reaction at the end of the game was, I'm going to play tomorrow. That's just Caroline. She just loves to play, and she's a big-time competitor.
Well, speaking of tomorrow, you're either going to face St. Johns or Marquette. Those are two teams that you lost to in the regular season. What challenges or what different challenges do these teams present?
Pretty diverse, Marquette is more, I think, they're a little bit bigger, they're a little bit more physical, they're a little, I think, very much executing their stuff, and the right player getting the right shot at the right time, and they're a very physical defensive team. And St. John's, I think they come at you with a little more quickness, better able to break you down one-on-one in some instances. and both teams are playing exceptionally well towards the end of the season. So that's a weird thing that you got two completely different teams. So depending on who wins today, you're going to go either this way or you're going to go that way with your game prep. And I guess, but I'm glad that both teams are playing, because I think they're both NCAA tournament teams, and I think people will get a chance to see that again today.
Well, we're looking forward to watching in the semifinals. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much, Chelsea.